Did you register the vote? It's National Voter Registration Day, and we have everything you need to get your registered.
The war between Russia and Ukraine has risen to concerns at the annual session of the UN Assembly in New York. We spoke with a USC professor who shares their fears.
Talks between the Writers Guild of America and the Hollywood studios will restart tomorrow. Stay tuned to find out more.
Annenberg TV News is next.
It's National Voter Registration Day, and USC students are signing up. Hi, I'm Cheyenne Dixon.
And I'm Aiden Williams. Students are eager to register as the 2024 election quickly approaches. For many USC students, this could be the first time voting. The USC Dornsife Center for the Political Future organized the event to help students register the vote.
A lot of people underestimate the power of voting, but it really is an important tool in democracy. And so that's why we host a National Voter Registration Day event to, educate students on, the power behind their vote and the power behind the ballot.
A lot of these orgs, especially Vote SC and the political union, provide resources to help people register to vote in their home state, mail in their ballots, and allow people to remain civically active.
The politicians you see in office right now, if you don't want them in there, if you want to implement change, you have to use your voice. And yes, every voice matters, because we have leaders like MLK. It only takes one person to make the difference.
Participants learned where to find polling places, how to request an absentee ballot, and get election results. Organizers emphasized the importance of casting a ballot.
I can't tell you how many times I talk to veterans, military officials, immigrants who came to this country, shed blood for this country, have sacrificed so much because our system allows for citizen participation and many other countries do not. Don't disrespect them by not voting. Show some respect. Make sure you register to vote.
Members of Black Lives Matter's Los Angeles and the family of loved ones killed in officer-involved shooting packed today's police commission meeting, demanding the ousters of LAPD Chief Michael Moore.
Just do better, please. I know y'all know already, but this one really hurt, and just be more vigilant. She did ask for help. And what did y'all do? Y'all shot and killed her.
Palmer's sister, Jessica Brown, was killed by an LAPD officer in July when police responded to calls that Brown was assaulting people with a metal pipe. Palmer urged the LAPD commissions to be more vigilant about mental health. Her sister's story is one of at least 13 deadly shootings by LAPD officers this year, prompting Black Lives Matter's Los Angeles to call on Mayor Karen Bass and the police commission to fire police chief Michael Moore.
Can't let another day go by and another life be stolen without rising up as a city who loves each other and saying more must go, no more.
Black Lives Matter Los Angeles is launching a petition for Moore's removal as chief. LAPD has not responded to the request for comments.
The war between Russia and Ukraine was at the center of President Biden's speech today at the 78th annual session of the UN General Assembly in New York. Biden condemned Russia's invasion and urged world leaders to continue their support of Ukraine's defense. A USC professor fears what Russia might do if other countries withdraw assistance.
Putin has said this explicitly, want to reestablish the old Soviet Union. So the likelihood of their attacking somebody else, leading to really potentially widespread conflict, World War III kind of scenario, is much greater than it ought to be.
Last month, Biden asked Congress to pass a $24 million package for Ukraine. Biden and Ukraine President Zelensky are expected to meet sometime this week following the United Nations meeting. As the war continues, Congress is becoming hesitant to send additional money to Ukraine, with many Republicans pushing for less aid. The suspect in the killing of a sheriff's deputy is due in court tomorrow morning for his arraignment. Michael Mellinger is in the media center now with more on the case. Michael, what's happening?
Aiden, that's absolutely right. A tragedy continuing to develop from over the weekend. 29-year-old Kevin Salazar remains in custody without bail for the killing of Sheriff Deputy Ryan Klinkenbrumer in Palmdale, California. Klinkenbrumer, a third-generation law enforcement officer, was killed Saturday evening. The alleged killer apparently suffers from schizophrenia, his family telling us. The community continues to honor the deputy with a vehicle procession over the weekend, as well as growing memorials. The case is expected to move to district attorney's office soon as we wait to hear the charges against Salazar. George Gascon, the current district attorney, says he will, quote, tirelessly pursue justice. Gascon, embattled for many years over his prosecutorial discretion, is now facing several challengers as he works this case and heads into an election year. Gascon's challengers include former Assistant U.S. Attorney Jeff Chemerinsky and Nathan Hochman, former United States Assistant Attorney General. Hochman talked with me this afternoon about this deadly shooting and the position Gascon now finds himself in.
It's incredibly disappointing that the sheriff has to extract a promise from the district attorney that he will actually aggressively prosecute a cop killer.
Absolutely. Even if Gascon does succumb to the pressures on this case, is it too little too late for him?
I would argue that Gascon is a compilation of all the decisions he's made over the past, well, it'll be about 3.5, 4 years. And absolutely, it's too little too late.
And Nathan stressing to me this afternoon that he hopes Gascon does the right thing, but remember, the arraignment of the suspect in the shooting of Deputy Klinkenbrumer is expected to happen tomorrow. Cheyenne, back to you guys.
2 models were found dead in downtown Los Angeles apartments just days from each other. 31-year-old Malaysia Moni was found dead in her Bunker Hill apartment on September 12th, just 2 days after 32-year-old Nikki Coates was found dead only 6 blocks away in her apartment at 80 Grand. Mooney's death is being investigated as a homicide, while Coates' death remains under investigation. The 2 apartment buildings are about a mile apart, and both luxury apartments are about 3.5 miles from USC.
I mean, obviously, it makes me feel very unsafe and very sympathetic to the ladies that lost their lives. It's kind of shocking to experience that in such a short amount of time in such a popular area like this.
Let's be real, like, this neighborhood isn't the best neighborhood.
LAPD says they have not found the evidence that the 2 deaths are related. Families and friends of Coates started a GoFundMe campaign to cover the funeral costs.
A little hope today on the picket line as writers and actors await the outcome of the WGA negotiations taking place tomorrow.
Anybody get a fair contract today?
No!
Are we going to stop?
No!
Are we going to stop?
No!
What do we want?
A fair contract!
What do we want?
A fair contract!
And if we don't get it,
shut it down!
And if we don't get it,
shut it down!
Paramount, you've been beautiful today. We will see you tomorrow.
Paramount Studios is just one of the many locations across Hollywood where both writers and actors have continued to picket since the strike started in early May. The WGA is joined by SAG-AFTRA picketers who are still waiting for their negotiations to be scheduled.
First of all, I've been negatively surprised by the studios. I'm surprised that it's taking this long for them to come back to the table. But I'm surprised at how many people I see out on these picket lines every day, how many people that I look up to, you know, celebrities that I know have been out on these picket lines supporting everybody else. You know, we had tacos today thanks to Rainn Wilson. So I've been surprised at the sense of family that's come out of all this, you know. The brothers and sisters and siblings of SAG-AFTRA and Writers Guild, we're all here as a family, and it's been great to feel that feeling.
Despite the hardship the strike has caused, picketers say they're remaining positive and are grateful for the strong bond between writers and actors.
If you drive in Los Angeles, you're probably feeling the pain at the pump with gas prices increasing almost daily. Gas prices in California this month are averaging $5.76 up from $4.82 in July. Nationally, September prices are hovering around $3.89, up from $3.59 2 months ago. In Los Angeles, the average price of gas passed $6 a gallon today for the first time since last October. The steady increases has pushed the average price to 47 cents more than a week ago. A spokesperson for AAA says the increased costs are due to rising oil prices and oil supplies cut down in Saudi Arabia and Russia.
National average has gone up as well. Here in the Los Angeles area, we've seen price increases 53 times over the last 58 days. But we are more susceptible to these price increases because of the regional refinery issues. And with
the good news, gas prices are expected to drop as we move into fall and cheaper winter's blend fuel enters the marketplace.
Cybersecurity alert, hacked casinos in Las Vegas are raising concerns.
A Kobe Bryant mural in downtown LA could be permanently removed. Find out why coming up.
And all kinds of fashion arrived at USC and a flea market held in McCarthy Quad.
Fushigi!
Fushigi, like, I don't know what it is, but it's the coolest thing ever, and I can do it.
Hi, I'm Tim Goey, and this is Fushigi. We're gonna show you how to unlock the secrets of Fushigi, the magic gravity ball. No strings, no tricks. Magic? Maybe. An illusion? You decide.
You can make Fushigi defy gravity and appear to float in midair with maneuvers like the prayer cross, the enigma, levitation, and so many more. It floats, it levitates, it will confuse the senses with its mind-blowing movements. Young or old, big or small, anyone can Fushigi from the minute they pick up the magic gravity ball. And with a little practice, you can conquer Fushigi.
This is so amazing.
I think it's fabulous.
I get it now.
Everyone loves Fushigi, and you don't have to be a magician. It's relaxing, even therapeutic. Best of all, it's just amazing. It floats.
It's awesome. Fushigi.
From basic maneuvers to the advanced, even control more than one Fushigi at a time. You can do this. Mystify, amaze, and confuse your friends in just minutes.
Now it's your turn to master Fushigi.
Fushigi!
It's sick. It's so much fun. I love it.
It's amazing!
I love it!
Me too!
My grandson, he's 16, he would love one of those. I want to buy it now.
Fushigi. Call now to order Fushigi.
2 casinos in Las Vegas got hit by hackers. Slot machines went dark, digital room keys didn't work, and personal data may have been stolen. In addition to the casinos, the companies that make Clorox product was also hit. Security experts blame 2 hack groups, one known as Black Cat and the other Scattered Spider.
Well, I think that what the criminals are looking at doing is targeting organizations that are more likely to pay a ransom or otherwise, because the impact of the attack is going to have a more significant impact on the bottom line of the organization.
According to Cyber News, the hackers threaten to carry out more attacks if MGM does not pay ransomware.
Downtown LA residents are outraged as a landlord threatens to take down a mural of late Lakers star Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna. The owner of Hardcore Fitness has received a notice by the landlord to remove the mural of Bryant that has been up since 2020. Fans have rallied to save the mural by creating a petition that already has more than 800,000 signatures.
Within 3 to 4 miles in any direction of this place, most murals got somebody's tag on it. And yet Kobe's is sitting up there untouched in downtown LA. And yet the landlord wants to get rid of that particular piece of art. Read the room, man.
I mean, if it was just a blank wall there, it's just a blank wall. It's nothing. It's an invitation to get marked up by tagging, and it's an invitation to have all sorts of things done to it. But you put a piece of art on it, people respect that. People love that. It's beautiful to look at.
Even Vanessa Bryant has joined the fight to save the mural by supporting the petition on Instagram, which has 80,000 instead of 800,000 signatures. Now, I think we all have plans this weekend, so we'd love to hear what the weather is. Marina, what's going on?
Thanks, Aiden. Yes, let's go ahead and take a look at the current weather conditions. If you already haven't had a chance to get outside today, it is beautiful out with a low of 73, nice sunny skies, and 63% humidity, so not too hot. Now let's go ahead and take a look what the weekend has in store for us with the 5-day forecast. As we can see, we are here on Wednesday, tomorrow, and Thursday with a little bit of rain in the clouds tomorrow. So make sure a series of low pressure systems will keep temperatures unusually low throughout the week. Beginning with Wednesday, we will see a high of 74 and a low of 61. Expect partially cloudy skies and drizzling throughout the first part of your day, but with a lack of moisture in the air, the precipitation will remain light. We might see some sun by mid-afternoon Wednesday, and these patchy conditions will continue into Thursday, where we will see a high of 70 and a low of 60. As we look toward the weekend, a warming trend will begin Friday and continue throughout Saturday and Sunday as temperatures rise to the upper 70s. The sun will be out, so just in time to enjoy the weekend. Now let's send it back to the desk for Cheyenne for more.
Vendors crowded McCarthy Square today at the USC Fashion Industry Association hosted by Fashion Fair. We spoke with students to learn why they showed up to shop.
This fair is pretty known for having some pretty cool picks, and they're also a really good price on top of that. It's something that I pretty much look forward to every time it comes to SE.
I think it's a lot of fun because I personally don't like going off campus a lot because it's expensive, so it kind of like brings the shopping experience here.
The fashion fair is meant to highlight local and student designers and give them a platform to sell their wear. While many different items were up for sale, most vendors were selling thrift and vintage clothing.
I really appreciate kind of like a small spotlight. This is kind of nice to spread our name out there in this area of Southern California.
I think it's amazing because a lot of students can't go out during the weekends to all the markets because they're studying and doing other school stuff, so it's great that we can bring it to them.
If you're interested in planning fashion events on campus, you can find information on joining the Fashion Industry Association through their Instagram at USC FIA.
All right, well, no data breaches or rainy days for USC women's golf as they finished well below par and far above the rest of the competition. And women's volleyball hopes to bump, set, and spike their way to a victory against a crosstown foe. And the Pac is back. We'll tell you about the marquee matchups across the Pac-12 this Saturday.
I'm working for an hourly wage. I went to high school, didn't do great. Still I gotta make more cash. More education is what I'm looking at. When I get a degree, I will make a bigger salary. So now I've got to see which college is right for me. I went on the internet and found Education Connection. I took some free tests to find out my direction. I'm taking my classes online, getting my degree on my own time. Education Connection matched me with the right college for free. Get connected for free. With Education Connection. Get connected for free. With Education Connection.
Log on now and get your free success kit worth $100. Log on now to educationconnectiontv.com. That's educationconnectiontv.com.
There's a new pet.
Chia.
Chia Pet, the pottery that grows. It's fun and easy. Soak your chia, spread the seeds, keep it watered, and watch it grow. And now grow a whole collection of fun with chia teddy bears, puppies, kittens, rams, bulls. There's even a chia tree to keep your pets company. Chia Pets and Trees, the pottery that grows.
The Chia Pet and Chia Tree are available at Kmart, Rite Aid, Ames, and Woolworth. Makes a great gift.
All right, everybody, welcome back to ATVN Sports. I'm Justin White.
And I'm Kern Rastogi.
Starting off, USC women's golf crushed the competition today, winning the Leadership in Golf Invitational. USC annihilated every other school in the tournament, winning by a staggering 31 strokes. USC entered the day 15 under and went 12 under today to finish 27 under par for the tournament, with a combined total score of 837. Individually, junior Amari Avery took first place, shooting 9 under, while senior Brianna Navarosa and sophomore Catherine Park finished tied for second. Senior Christine Wang and freshman Bailey Shoemaker finished 5th and tied 13th, respectively. Next up, women's golf will head to Chicago for the Windy City Classic at Westmoreland Country Club. And when they come back, you can expect to see me prying them for golf lessons, as I could really use them help fixing my slice.
USC women's volleyball opens their conference play tomorrow against crosstown rival UCLA. The Trojans will head into the game with a 6-4 record. The Trojans swept the Bruins last year, winning both games 3-1. Last year, the Trojans opened up at UCLA as well, but the road environment didn't seem to help the Bruins win. Before starting at USC, Head coach Brad Keller was the associate head coach of UCLA women's volleyball team. USC currently leads its series with UCLA 63-57. This matchup will be the first time this year where USC plays UCLA after USC won the Crosstown Cup last year. The Trojans will play the Bruins at 7 p.m.
And the Pac-12 is going to see plenty of action as 6 of its 8 ranked members are set to face off against each other this weekend. USC practiced today on campus in preparation for their game against Arizona State. ASU is not ranked, and the Trojans are heavy favorites to win this one. Shedeur Sanders and number 19 Colorado will head to Eugene to face Bo Nix and number 10 Oregon. Oregon steamrolled Hawaii in a 55-10 drubbing on Saturday, while Colorado is coming off an early contender for Game of the Year against Colorado State, beating the Rams in double overtime. Number 11 Utah will welcome number 22 UCLA to Salt Lake City to play the Bruins on Saturday. Last week, Utah beat Weber State 31-7, still without star senior quarterback Cam Rising, who looks to finally make his return this week. Meanwhile, UCLA crushed NC Central 59-7 at the Rose Bowl. Finally, number 21 Washington State will host number 14 Oregon State. Oregon State is coming off of a 26-9 victory over San Diego State. Meanwhile, Washington State decimated Northern Colorado 64-21. And Curran, with all these exciting matchups in the Pac-12 this week, what game has got you most excited?
I mean, I think I have to look at our crosstown rivals, UCLA. They play Utah. Obviously, it's always important to see what they're doing just because, that game at the end of the year is always going to matter. Plus, Utah, there's bad blood between USC and Utah is looking to three-peat. The quarterback in that game, we don't know if Cam Rising's still going to go. Kyle Whittingham has played very coy about this. He's refused to tell people whether or not he's going, and they held Cam Rising out last game. So I think that's a very interesting game to me, and that's the game that I really need to see because I need to see Cam Rising and Utah play. They haven't looked great without him so far.
Well, I got to tell you, I am stoked for this Colorado-Oregon game because I really want to see what Colorado's about. I don't think that their last 2 opponents have really been that great. They had a really close game against Colorado State. And granted, it's a rivalry game. It's always going to be close. It's always going to be a tough match when you play your rival. But even so, I don't think Colorado State is that great. So I think this is going to be the game where we really see what Colorado is all about. So I'm very excited for that.
What do you think is going to happen?
I have no clue. That's why. We could find out Colorado's legit, or we could see Oregon decimate, and then we find out maybe Colorado's not as good as we once thought. That's what I want to know.
I mean, I think Deion is obviously one of the most electrifying coaches and personalities in college football.
Without a doubt.
And we've seen from the ratings this year that Colorado is the place to be. I'm excited because Big New Kickoff is going to be at Colorado when USC goes to play them at Folsom Field.
I'm very excited for it as well.
But moving on to the NFL, it's already been 2 weeks into the season, and former USC Trojans are already making impacts on the field. These are some of the standout Trojans in the NFL so far. 2 members of the Trojans rookie class are already making an impact. Defensive lineman Tuli Tuipulotu made his first start last week, where he registered his first sack. And wide receiver Jordan Addison hauled in a 62-yard touchdown last Thursday, his second on the year. 2 other Trojan receivers played big roles for their teams last week. Drake London rebounded from his 0 catches during Week 1 and put up 67 yards and a touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown had another strong performance, catching 6 passes for 107 yards. With a full season ahead of them, only time will tell how these former Trojans will play. However, if these early performances continue, it should be another great year for Trojans in the NFL.
All right, and that's all from our ATVN sports team on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Once again, I'm Justin White.
And I'm Curran Rastogi.
Don't leave just yet. Our segment reporter Safira Khan has got a great story up next.
Any coffee lovers? A USC student took it upon himself to feed students addiction.
I've replaced your shoelaces with fruit by the foot.
So you did. I replaced your fingers with fruit by the foot.
Bravo. I replaced your bones with fruit by the foot.
Indeed you have. I replaced your guitar strings with fruit by the foot.
Seems like a step backwards, but alright. I replaced your DNA with fruit by the foot. That would be end game, my friend.
Fruit by the foot. Fruit-flavored snack.
Are you guilty of driving while talking on your cell phone?
Hi, Billy Mays here for the Jupiter Jack.
The most convenient hands-free device for any cell phone, guaranteed. Plug it into any phone and mount it on the dash. Preset your radio to 99.3 FM and you're ready to go. Jupiter Jack transmits quality sound through the speakers in your car. Instead of hearing music, you hear the other person. No plugs, no wires, no hands. Call now and get the Jupiter Jack for just $40. Order right now and we'll cut the price in half. You'll get the Jupiter Jack for only $19.99. As a bonus, we'll also include the Jupiter Jack phone mount. It mounts easily and adjusts to fit any shape or size phone. Just pay separate shipping and handling. That means you get the Jupiter Jack and the phone mount, a huge value, all for just $19.99.
Have your credit card ready and call 1-800-346-5231. But call now. We're giving away a bonus dashboard mount with all of today's orders. So call 1-800-346-5231. Call now.
Interested in starting your own business? Our segment reporter, Safira Khan, is going beyond the business and discovering what it takes to start your own business at USC. How's it going in the world of entrepreneurship, Safira?
Aiden, I have to say it's a pretty good world. We all know how ambitious USC students are. Now, to kick off this week's business, if you're a fan of coffee and ready to try some new flavors, we know just where you can find some. Welcome to Startline. I'm Safira Khan, and we cover student-run businesses. This week is for all the coffee lovers out there, which, let's be real, is every college student. Now, you might have seen him while passing through Truesdale. Junior and business major Justin Solomon opened his coffee cart this year for his brand Rudy Nature. Now, on top of selling some pretty fun flavors like s'mores, cake batter, and strawberries and cream, the secret ingredient is in the coffee beans, which Solomon says is a trademark secret and is what makes his coffee so loved by customers.
Saw it on our way to class earlier, and we were saying that we really want coffee, so we were like, we should try to put that.
Cute, so we were like, how can we pass this out?
So good. I got the snickerdoodle. I love it.
I'm trying this. Full honesty, I love it. For a person that doesn't like coffee, it's great. I love it. It's really tasty.
But Solomon's business isn't just on Truesdale. It's in every inch of his bedroom. The founder keeps his car and all of his supplies in drawers, on top of his dressers, and in his fridge to make it all work. To him, though, space is a small price to pay to keep his business running. And the most important part for him, Rudy Nature's dedication to eco-friendliness.
We reuse as much as we can, minimize waste. All of our products are compostable. We don't want to cause any damage, completely carbon neutral. Again, it's all kind of run out of my room. There's no big factory running this. There's no mass production. There's no loss. I keep everything fresh. If we run out of materials, we run out of materials and I order more.
We all know how important eco-friendly businesses are, so thank you, Justin, for creating one. Now, don't miss out. You can find Rudy Nature's coffee car on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays outside on Truesdale from 9 to 2 p.m. And don't forget this part. If you have a pet, they also give out free pup cups. It really doesn't get better than that.
For sure. And as a student with midterms coming right up, I could use a double espresso. How about you, Cheyenne?
I'm not going to lie, me too. I heard there's a pumpkin pie one. It's fall. We have to get it. So Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays, please catch it.
And support his side hustle. Business majors got to make money.
No, I agree.
Thanks for watching Annenberg TV News. From everyone at Annenberg Media, I'm Aiden Williams.
And I'm Cheyenne Dixon. For more coverage, watch and subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Annenberg Media. Good night.